So here are those recipes that I promised you. But first of all, I'm going to tell you a little story about how I came across one of these recipes. So I was in the supermarket and I was in the fruit and veggie section of Woolworths, and I was just sort of gathering up things that were on my list, and I heard Mrs. Bonell coming from behind me. So I turned around and here's this lovely young man and his grandma, and they were shopping in the same section, and he wanted to say hello. So we had this wonderful chat and he wanted to tell me all about how much he enjoyed our videos and what we post online. And I asked him, I said, what are you shopping for today? And he said, I'm getting some ingredients together. I'm going to be making vegetable soup. And I thought, that sounds wonderful, especially here in Australia where it's winter time, so veggie soup is always going to be fabulous. And I said, look, if you send me the recipe, I'd like to have a go at making that too. So he gave me a list of everything that I would need, and that's one of the recipes that we're going to make today. Now, it's a really versatile recipe. There's so many things. You could just make the basic recipe, or you could add any spices and seasonings that you like, and then you could also take it from just being a plain vegetable soup and you could add some beef or some chicken. Now, just because it's winter here and it's going to be a great recipe, obviously in the cold weather, but if you're living in a country at the moment that's in the middle of summer, it's also a good time to make up a soup. Not only can you find all of the veggies that are in season at that time, so you'll get a different flavor from what you're putting in there, but you can cook this up. You could bag it or put it into containers, put it in your freezer, so by the time your seasons are changing, you're going to have a freezer absolutely chock-a-block full of frozen meals ready to go for your family. Now, because these are really easy meals to make, this is a great opportunity to get the kids into the kitchen to give you a hand with prepping and cooking them. Now, can I just say also that I had another occasion in a grocery store where a woman spotted me and she wanted to come and say hello. Eventually she came over and she was really sort of almost embarrassed to come and say hi. And she kept saying, oh, I'm so sorry for disturbing you. But listen, if you see me out and about and you want to come and say hi, you're always welcome to do so. I love to have a chat with you. I love to find out about what you're doing, about your family. I love the encouragement that I get back from folks who are also enjoying what we're putting out there, or they may have suggestions of what they might like to see on our channel. So if you see me when you're out and about, please feel free to come over and say hi. So I'm going to give a little shout out to Lucas. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your encouragement, and thank you so much for this recipe. Hi to your grandma as well. I really did enjoy chatting with you that day. So I'm going to unofficially call that Lucas's veggie soup, and let's go and do some cooking. Now, first of all, we're going to make Lucas's veggie soup. So you're going to need your slow cooker out. We're going to be cooking on a gentle heat for about 1 hour and 30 minutes. Now, ingredient-wise, we're going to need a bag of green split peas, 3 carrots, 3 white potatoes, 2 cups of mushrooms, 8 snow peas. You'll need 16 green beans, some salt and pepper, and 1 bag of frozen corn kernels. Now let's get this prepped and cooked. Next we're going to make a hearty beef casserole. Now you're going to need some olive oil, some onions, a can of chopped or diced tomatoes, 3 carrots. You'll need some celery and some beef stock, store-bought or make your own, either is fine. You will need some diced up beef, and I've got some pepper, garlic flakes, salt and some onion powder. Let's get this made. Now we're going to make an easy chicken noodle soup. Now we're using similar ingredients in all of these meals. You're going to need some chicken stock, olive oil, some potatoes, and carrots. You can add extra veggies if you like. Don't forget some onions and the celery. Now for our noodles, we're using broken up spaghetti and some chicken breasts, and add some salt and pepper and seasonings to taste. hope you enjoyed cooking with me today. Let me know if you try out the recipes, and thanks for watching. God bless.